This video will cover question 1 on the AQA History GCSE paper for conflict and tension. This question will always be worth 4 marks, and it will ask you to explain a source by using evidence from your own knowledge and details from the cartoon. In the question, you'll be told what the view of the source is. Now, for example, here we are told that source A opposes Germany. What we have to do next is explain how we know that. There are 3 specific pieces of success criteria that we have to make clear within our answer. Firstly, we have to explain what the message of the source is by referring to details within the source. Secondly, we have to demonstrate accurate and detailed knowledge to describe the events that are being covered within the source. And finally, we need to explain how the provenance of the source helps us to explain the answer to the question. So, if we study this source, we can quickly identify some details that will help us prove that it does oppose Germany. We're told at the bottom that the man is a German criminal. This fits with the cartoon, as one of the men tying him up is clearly meant to be a British policeman, as we can see by the uniform and the helmet that he is wearing. And on the ropes around the German criminal, we can clearly see the words armistice terms as well, linking to the Treaty of Versailles. One final point might be that the German criminal is saying that he also hopes to wriggle out of this punishment. As for the knowledge that we might use in this particular answer, well, we could refer to Article 231 or the War Guilt Clause, which forced Germany to accept full responsibility for the war. Likewise, you might refer to Germany having to pay 6.6 billion, although these were not actually set until 1921. You might also refer to the German army being limited to just 100,000 men, a term that made Germany feel vulnerable. And finally, it's important to explain how the provenance of the source helps to answer the question. In this case, we're told that this is a British cartoon published in February 1919. This was only 3 months after the armistice, so it's likely that many people in Britain would still want to see Germany be punished. The newspaper reflects this particular view. And so we have here an example of the type of answer that you might write for this particular question. In the first line, it demonstrates a clear focus on the question. It then goes on to use specific details from within the source, such as the German criminal and the reference to the British and the French policeman, in addition to, at the end, the quote of the German criminal trying to wriggle out of their punishment. It also talks about specific details, knowledge that is included, such as its reference to Article 231, the War Guilt Clause. And finally, it makes use of the provenance of the source by saying how it reflects the attitude of the British public. So, all in all, this is a good answer for a 4-mark question at the very start of this conflicts and tension exam.